Well, you remember the good old days when cruise lines had a bad day? They'd lose millions of dollars when two ships would scrape into each other. The good old days, they're not around anymore. Now we're losing billions of dollars, not even sailing at all. It's a whole different world. Thanks, everybody, for joining me on my Stock Market with Bruce channel. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for subscribing to my videos and giving my videos thumbs ups. Really appreciate it, guys. Today's video, I'm going to talk to you about Carnival. Carnival Corporation. The shares are trading around $15.50 a share these days. In the last year, they were as high as $51.94, as low as $7.80. And after they hit the low of $7.80 earlier this year, they kind of reached a high around the 25-26 mark. And people were wondering, should I buy back in? Will it go back to 51? And I was saying to people, I don't think so. It did back off to the 12-13 range, now back to the 15 range. Now what to do is what people are wondering. Here's what my take on things are. By tomorrow, day after tomorrow, the company will close another $900 million senior note offering where they're raising almost $1 billion in cash. They're going to pay 9.875 interest on that money. Now, if you have a credit card and you're paying 18% interest, that sounds like a good deal. But if you're a cruise line that used to make billions a year in profit, to be paying those kinds of interest rates on almost $1 billion bucks, that's not good news. This company has just signed a deal where they have to pay this money back by 2027. So that's 7 years from now. They've just made a deal that basically means they're going to pay $2 million a week in interest on this money until 2027. That's not a good thing. Almost $100 million a year. And by the way, the $900 million they're raising, that'll last them 6 weeks. Their burn rate is $650 million a month right now, not sailing. This money will be gone in 6 weeks, and then for the next 7 years, they'll pay that money back and $2 million a week in interest. Unbelievable. This company, back in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, they were making annual profits, $1.7 billion in 2015, $2.7 billion in 16, $2.6 billion in 2017, $3 billion in 2018, $3 billion in 2019. This year already, in the first 2 quarters, they've lost $5 billion. They're going to lose for this full calendar year of theirs, or their corporate year, they're going to lose $10 billion bucks. And that wipes out the last 3+ years of earnings, just like that. It is stunning how fast it has turned on these guys. They've got over $7 billion cash in the bank, but that will only last them 1 more year without sailing for a living, and it does not look good. At a $650 million cash rate burn per month, after laying off virtually all of your land-based employees, sending home all of your crew, having the ships just sit in the water, trying not to burn so much fuel. The problem is you've got these payments to make, you've got these interest expenses, insurance costs, you have rent to pay on property, that type of thing. It is very difficult for this company to ramp down the expenditures. The only way they can do it is they sell off ships or scrap them. It's the only way. Now, they've already announced 13 ships being sold off or scrapped as it is. My hunch is there might be more to come. We know, this now being August of 2020, there will be no cruising for the cruise line Carnival as a whole until the end of this year, at the very least. We already know they're trying to get a couple of ships out of Italy, the Costa Cruise Line and Aida Cruise Line out of Germany. They're trying to get 2 ships for each of their cruise line in the water. That will, bring in a couple of million bucks, but it's not going to make any difference. And with Europe's worries right now of having a second wave, this does not look good. So what to do with the stock? I would not be a buyer of any of the cruise lines right now. What I'm telling you about Carnival is you can just reflect this on all the other cruise lines that are out there. Royal Caribbean and Norwegian, their shares are going to be under pressure. Something tells me that these shares might hit a new low before the year is out, or before cruising comes back. And I don't see cruising coming back until sometime in 2021. Has to be a vaccine in play. There is no vaccine yet approved anywhere folks, I'm telling you, these shares could be optimistically priced right now, where they might be heading back to that $7-8 range for at least another touch at that price range. We'll have to see. We'll stay on top of this. Like I say, this virus is not going away. It's not being cured. And certain countries are just not playing ball when it comes to how to defeat the virus. And unfortunately, cruise lines sail internationally. They don't only just sail in one region of the world. And with Carnival sitting on over 100 ships, they need the planet to be able to tend their trade. And they're not allowed to sail to the planet right now, and it doesn't look good. But anyway, we'll stay on top of this and we'll see what we think. Again, thank you, everybody, for subscribing to my channel, giving my videos thumbs up. I really appreciate it. We'll see you all next time on Stock Markets with Bruce. Bye for now.